lucky with the Reds coming through and stuff.
Let's go live.
Is there anybody with us?
Yeah, 110. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you all have some fun weekend plans. What a gambling day today is. Holy shit. First of all, I love that MLB's got so many night games tonight. I know day baseball on Saturdays, a lot of people enjoy it. I like everything grouped together in the night slate. That's why I love Tuesdays and Fridays so much. Today's kind of like that. We're talking about the games now, but most of them don't start till 7. We also have the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence pay-per-view tonight, and the Poirier, Justin Gaethje one. The UFC pay-per-view too. I'm going to my brother's house. Should be fun. So me and Toast are going to jump into it. Let's run the intro first.
Welcome to the source. The source. Source. Hey, get the source.
All right. So first up, Angels at Blue Jays. I hit my Toronto -1.5 yesterday. It was one of my top bets for a full unit. I'm on the Angels today, though. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me run a poll. God damn it. I always forget. Angels, Blue Jays, over, under. There you go. Poll's running. Cast your votes. Let me unpin that message.
This ended up being like one of the only games I freaking lost.
Yeah, well,
I felt like I should have won. Like, there was a lot of things that happened last night. Anyway,
that's exactly basically what I have in my notes.
Yeah, I figured that's why I stopped.
Yeah, I have. I watched every pitch of this game, and when I say Toronto could have easily lost, Toronto could have easily lost.
Probably should have.
Yeah, I would say based on what the Angels did, they had 13 base runners in that game to score 1 run. I'd say Arizona. The Angels should have had at least 3 or 4 runs on the board there, at least. So
on top of the fact that at the end of the game, Ohtani had a leg cramp and they subbed him out with the bases
crazy
fucking loaded.
I can't believe that. Although, who knows the extent of the cramp? For all we know, maybe he was really hurting. Who knows?
I agree. I'm sure he was. I'm just saying that's just the unlucky things that happened to the Angels yesterday. That was the cherry on top.
So that's basically why I'm on the Angels here. Is that game, watching that entire game has made me a believer in this lineup. That lineup was live. It was crazy that they only had 1 run. They're hitting against Manoah, who, yeah, he had a good start back from the minors, but since then he seems to be sloping right back to where he was earlier in the season. I think the Angels are going to tag him. Then Reed Detmers. Look, I'm not the hugest supporter in Reed Detmers. Let's see if I have graphics for this one. I might. You can see Reed Detmers in July right here, 6.64 ERA. But look at the FIP and expected FIP. He's gotten a bit unlucky. And again, he's not pitching that bad. Here are the lefty starters against Toronto since July 1st. You can see they got to Urias a little bit. I mean, 3 runs in 6 innings isn't an explosion. So they did get to him a little bit. They did get to Tommy Henry, but Blake Snell blanked him. Tariq Skubal blanked him. So I think we can count on the Angels to get to both. I'm sorry, the Angels to get to both Manoah and this bullpen, which I'm pulling up now. Romano didn't look good either. By the way, he almost blew it himself.
I'm almost positive he might be unavailable tonight
with his back, right?
He left hurt. Yeah, he left hurt. So it's not. I mean, at this point, I would prefer him to pitch tonight, if that makes sense.
The only pitcher out of the Toronto bullpen that looked good was Swanson. But yeah, so dominant. Definitely on the Angels here. I get the line because Toronto's been overall the better team, but I think the Angels, this should be about a pick 'em.
Yeah, I'm same with you. I played both of them at plus money. It's just kind of hard to pass up this Angels team right now. I know, like, that ERA number, I was shocked to see it. That's why I don't really personally look at ERA. If you just take a look at Detmer's last 7 starts, he's been really good. Not only 2 of them on the road, and one of them was at Dodger Stadium where he got slacked. But the other one, he went to Texas, the big, bad, mighty Texas Rangers, and he went 6 innings, only gave up 3 hits and a run. So a lot of home starts to the Dodgers where he looked good as well. Arizona, he looked good as well. Houston got him for 4. So that's like the extent of it. So if you think that Blue Jays are going to hit him up for 4 or 7 like the other teams have, so be it. I don't think that's going to happen. That Toronto offense didn't look that great yesterday, to be honest with you guys, to me. So yeah, as far as Manoah goes, I think he's going to be serviceable. This isn't like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Manoah day and stuff like that. He hasn't been like terrible. I mean, he hasn't been like good, but it's not like, I don't think he's been bad enough just to blindly bet against him personally. But I think with what we saw last night with this Angels team, Ohtani is in the lineup today. That's all I needed. I didn't bet this last night. I wanted to see if he was in today just to make sure. But yeah, I'm on the Angels as well.
All right, cool. And it looks like the community definitely agrees with us. 62% of our viewers betting the Angels, 24% betting Toronto, 7% over, 5% under. Let's move on to game number 2. Tigers at Marlins. Marlins are passed for me here. Damn it. Let me run a poll. Hold on. Marlins are passed. Did the same thing again. All right. Here we go. This is Tigers. Marlins over under. There you go. Cast your votes. So yeah, this is Marlins or pass for me. Let's see if I have any graphics for this one. So this is lefty starters against the Marlins since July 1st. You can see, haven't really seen a ton of them. Jordan Montgomery pitched great against them back on the 18th, but he's been pitching great against everybody. They were able to get to Ranger Suarez, but now we're talking about before the All-Star break. So I don't know how much weight that carries. But look at these numbers right here. Toast, did you see this? Since July 1st, the Marlins against lefties are batting .347 as a team. No power at all, but first in average, fourth in OPS, fourth in WRC+. Marlins got some good numbers against lefties here. And Joey Wentz, that's the reason I'm talking about lefties, is Joey Wentz is listed as the primary pitcher for Detroit, even though he's not starting. Look, if you look at the right side of this chart here, look at his numbers against right-handed bats. 380 WOBA, 164 whip, and then look at the Marlins projected lineup. Lefty is Arias leading off. After that, 8 straight righties. So yeah, I like the Marlins. I don't like the price. So, I mean, maybe if you want to take Marlins -1.5, but that got screwed up last night. So let's just say Marlins are pass for me.
What was that time frame of that versus lefties?
Since July 1st, the Marlins bats.
Yeah, July 1st. Interesting. Yeah, that's dope. That's good to know. I knew I was looking at them. I knew they didn't have I couldn't remember how many at bats they had, so I didn't know if they qualified. But yeah, they've been they've been much better for sure. I leaned over here. I said over 8 last night. I wouldn't play it at 8.5 because takes away that push condition at 8. So it's just a pass for me. I don't really want to get involved here.
I'm gonna say over a pass. And yeah, they had 135 at bats. So over the course of a month, that's not a lot. But still, it's just interesting. Good talking point.
No, they've been much better, and I think that they're a very streaky team as well. And now with the bats going, I mean, Brian De La Cruz has 7 barrels in the last 14 days. That's ridiculous.
You want to talk about barrels? Talk about that dude on the Mariners. It's solid fucking wood.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to that game. We're gonna get to that game.
So 69% of our community on the Marlins, 13% on the Tigers, 10% over, 7% under. Let's move on to game number 3, Phillies at Pirates.
I see somebody mention Johnny Cueto, but just remember, he was really good his first 3 or 4 starts last year too, and then he started getting shelled. So that's the only reason why it's kind of hard to.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's okay. Yeah, we could laugh at Johnny Cueto on one side, and I'd be glad to. But it's right. It's Joey Wentz on the other side.
No, I know. I'm just saying that. I just wanted to address that.
Phillies at Pirates. This is a hard pass for me. The reason, if you remember, I took a shot with the Pirates at +140 yesterday. I almost hit it. The final score of that game was 2-1. The reason I took the Pirates at +140 yesterday was I don't trust the Phillies lineup at all against right-handed pitching. I don't. And I think they've given us plenty of evidence not to trust them against righties. Obviously, the bet lost, but the Phillies only scored 2 runs in that game. So I honestly think it wasn't even a bad call. I would love to sit here and go back to the Pirates, but Aaron Nola's truly been good. I think I have some graphics. Yeah, Aaron Nola's last 6 starts, he's 4-1 with a 2.77 ERA. His last 3 trips to Pittsburgh with a 1.89 ERA, 0.89 WHIP. Yeah, he's been good. Yeah, he's definitely has some weaker looking splits on the road, but if you look at his last 3 starts on the road specifically, that'd be the right side of this chart here. His last 3 road starts, he's got a 257 expected FIP, so he's been dominating. Pirates obviously have shitty numbers against righties. I don't even need to bring those up. Quinn Priester was dominant at home in AAA. I don't know why Prop even added that one, but here it is. Here, Phillies bats versus right-handed pitching in the last 14 days. They're one of the worst in baseball. So I would love. I don't want to talk about it because I'm not even betting it. But I would say Pirates or pass.
Yeah, it's I just it would be Phillies or pass just because I just think that Pirates team is horrible, but I would have to get at least plus money on that run line for me to even consider it. I'm not paying minus 110 with those Philly bats as Sauce illustrated. It's just not worth it for me.
Cool. Our poll all over the Phillies. 79% of our viewers vote betting Phillies, 13% Pirates, 3% under, 2% over. All right, let's move on to the next spot here. Cleveland at Chicago. This one sucked last night. I had Cleveland money line. If Cleveland won that game, I would have been in the green for the night. Same with the Astros, though. Let's run a poll, see where everyone's feeling on this one.
Astros hurt. That hurt.
I had this feeling that they were going to lose too as that game was progressing. When we see, the thing is, someone asked in the VIP chat, they were like, "Yo, should I live bet the Astros?" And I was like, I like the Astros earlier in the game. The Rays have the better bullpen. So once it got to the bullpen and it was tied 3-3, I had a feeling we were going to lose.
See, I didn't. I thought once Javier was good and once we got to the 7th, I was like, oh man. And then the 8th, and then I was like, oh man, we're going to win this sooner or later. We're going to walk this off. And
that stupid ass triple. But anyway, this game, I'm just taking a small half unit shot. White Sox first 5 money line. I don't even know what the odds are. I think I was at plus 110 about an hour ago. So I'll put that on the screen. I'm sticking with the first 5. Let's pull up some graphics here. Here are all the lefty starters that the White Sox have seen since July 1st. You can see the earned runs column. It's about 6 over from the left. They've gotten to some of these guys. I mean, Quintana and the Mets, they got 2 runs in 5 innings. They got to Colby Allard. They got to Kikuchi earlier in the month. Look, I'm not trying to sit here and tell you the White Sox bats have been explosive against righties. I'm just saying they've gotten to a few recently. Logan Allen's been pretty good against the White Sox in both his starts this year, but also 137 whip is going to result in some runs. You can't get away with an ERA at 3.09 with allowing base runners like that. I expect the White Sox to score on him. What's going on in my graphics? Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. I don't know, froze up. The reason I'm sticking to the first 5, though, is right here. The White Sox bullpen, they traded their 3 best arms. So now they're dealing with the B team, and Santos isn't even available. So, they're missing and probably Tanner Banks. So I just don't see how you can put faith in the White Sox bullpen, but I'll take a shot on the first 5. Clevenger making his first start back from injury, and he did look shitty earlier in the season, but he actually was pitching pretty well before he got hurt. So I'll just take first 5, half unit, nothing crazy.
Luis Robert over 1.5 total bases at plus 115. The lefty killer, 4 for 6 off of Logan Allen with a double already against him. Don't really want to play a side here. I agree with Sauce though. I wouldn't be one. I couldn't lay it with Cleveland at that price, but yeah, just want to take advantage of Robert.
Okay. Our poll is definitely on Cleveland. 69% of our viewers are betting Cleveland, 16% betting the White Sox, 8% over, 5% under. So let's move on to game number 5, which is Twins at Royals. I end up, let's put the poll up first. Can't believe I lost this one yesterday. I thought I was so safe on that. It was square, but I thought it was going to be an easy win, to be honest. So Twins at Royals. 1 second. So what I put in my notes was Twins minus 1.5 or pass, but it's a pass. So do I even need to go through it of why? It's the Royals. Jordan Lyles. There's some graphics here that make Jordan Lyles look pretty good. You can see Belly Ober having a great season. He was good in his last start against the Royals. He's got great splits on the road, too. Look at Bailey Ober's numbers on the road this year. 241 ERA, 240 FIP. He's been great against right-handed bats. The Royals are going to have 7 of them in the lineup. Royals, obviously, dog shit numbers against right-handed pitching. And that's it for that game. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to bet this game, I would say Twins minus 1.5, but I'm going to pass.
Yeah, it's a super pass. I feel the same way about this game as I do the Phillies. So if you really, really wanted to bet these, I would gamble. I would say Phillies Twins money line parlay, but I don't want to play either one of these teams. To lay 1.5 with either one of these teams, I'd have to get plus money. I know Lyles has been bad, but at the same time, do you really trust this Twins offense? Because I know I don't. So
yeah.
But yeah.
All right, and obviously our poll heavy on Minnesota. 68% of our viewers on the Twins, 21% on the Royals, 5% over, 4% under. So let's go ahead and move on to Game 6. Nats at Mets. My first 5 under hit in this last night. What did you have last night in the Nats Mets? Can't remember what your pick was.
I passed.
Did you? All right, so let's run a poll.
Yeah, I passed. Yeah, I didn't have anything in that game.
Nationals Mets over under. Poll is running. Cast your votes. I'm taking a shot with the dog here. I'm taking a shot with the Nats. It's just a half unit. Just playing the price here. Carlos Carrasco's been pretty bad. Let's see if I think I have graphics for this one. So here are Patrick Corbin's last 3 starts against the Mets. These are some solid numbers. He's 2-1 with a 3.63 ERA, 121 WHIP. That being said, his last 3 trips to Citi Field, those numbers jump. He's got an ERA over 7 and a 183 WHIP. So despite having great numbers against the Mets in general, he hasn't been good in Citi Field. Mets bats versus lefties, though. Here's where it gets me. Can we trust the Mets bats to get to Corbin? Because they can't get to any lefties right now. One of the worst lineups in baseball against lefties since July 1st. 26th in isolated power, 28th in WRC+. The last 6 lefty starters to pitch against the Mets combined for an 0.86 ERA. The Mets are flat out not scoring runs on lefties at all. That's the end of the graphic. So this one. So for that simple fact, and then add on the fact that Carlos Carrasco's been pitching like shit, and he's been pitching like shit at home, at plus 150, it's worth a shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, I couldn't agree anymore. Here, so check this out. So we all know that the Mets are bad, right? So the Mets this year against right-handed pitching, they're 38-30, so just over 500. Against lefties on the year, they're 11-24 on the season.
Oh my God.
I know, it's just terrible. And I understand that, like, Patrick Corbin used to be like, oh, it's Patrick Corbin Day, he sucks, over the last couple of years. But his last 2 starts against the Mets, he had one this year where he went 6 innings, only gave up 2 runs. There was 8 hits, but again, the Mets aren't clutch, so you don't have to worry about those hits. And then the previous year before that, his last start in 2022, he went 7 innings, only gave up a run. So it's not like he's getting just absolutely throttled by this Mets lineup every time he's seen him. He has been throttled by them before, but he's been pretty consistent. I mean, yeah, he does have a couple blow-ups every once in a while, but those blow-ups have been at home. He did have one against the Padres on the road, but I mean, his last 2 major bad starts were both at home, once against the Reds and once against Colorado. So Carrasco's been okay. I don't think he's been like terrible, but after 2 bad starts, I kind of think he might pitch well, but I honestly think that the Nationals have all the advantages in this game: starting pitching, hitting, and not the bullpen. I'm not going to go that far, but
I don't know. The Mets bullpen without Robertson.
But that's a big statement to make. So
I would say they're equally shit.
Okay, I can agree with that. But either way, at plus money, that the decision's made for me.
Yeah, and everyone's betting the Mets, by the way. Public all over the Mets. All right, so our poll is 41% of our viewers betting the Mets, 33%. A lot of us out there on the Nats, 19% over. Wow. So we didn't even mention the over. That means the community's heavy on the over in this one on their own. A lot of people like the over in this game.
What's the over at?
Let me look now.
Not sorry. I'm just curious because I just thought it was.
It opened at 9. It's at 9.5 now.
Yeah, Ballpark Pal has it 11.2. So
yeah, all
interesting.
Right. Move on to game number 7, Yanks at O's. Let's run a poll.
It's your boy.
Schmitty Day.
Schmitty Day.
Happy Schmitty Day to everyone. The Clark Schmidt slander comes to a close today. This man has been pitching fine on the road. Actually,
Who's been slandering him?
I don't know. I just feel like I've heard a lot of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
The disrespect towards Schmitty. Here's Schmitty's numbers on the road in this last, because he started off the season with some bad starts on the road. But look at his last 5 road starts. 3.04 ERA, 116 WHIP, 298 FIP, 450 expected FIP. That's solid. He's been fine on the road. Get off my boy. Schmitty's fine. And then if you look at the other guy on pitch who's pitching, Prop Beaver loves this guy, Tyler Wells, but the wheels are falling off the wagon for this young man. You see his numbers through his first 17 starts. 3.34 ERA, 4.75 FIP, and 4.33 expected FIP. A little high, but great numbers through 17 starts. Look at the last 2. Man's getting shelled. 11.37 ERA, 2.05 WHIP, 8.96 FIP, Toast. He's got an 8.96 FIP. And you're going to back him? You're going to back him. That's the end of the graphics for this one. But yeah, Yankees coming off an embarrassing shutout loss. They lost 1-0. The bats are going to show up, even though I don't really have numbers to show it. But Judge is back. Bats are going to show up for this one. Yanks take it. Give me Yankees money line plus 105. Let me put it on the screen. Yanks money line plus 105. Good money. That's a plus money winner right there.
I was just laughing because I feel like your love of Schmitty might be clouding a little bit.
I don't love him. I respect him.
Yeah, I'm on Bird Gang. Bird Gang money line for me. It's not even, especially at this short price. Let's just put Tyler Wells' last 7 starts into context. On the road at on the road at Tampa Bay, and 4 1/3, 3 runs. He got slapped up by the Dodgers at home. The Yankees are not the Dodgers.
With Judge back, maybe.
Oh my God, Aaron Judge is back with half a foot. Cool. Oh my God, I'm so scared of Aaron Judge.
You should be.
And then straight up the same thing, consistency with Tyler Wells. 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings or 5 innings, 2 runs, and Tampa Bay got him for 4. But I don't understand this line. The Yankees have been dog shit for a while now, and now I'm supposed to like them against Baltimore. I just don't see it. Yeah, this one was easy for me. I'm all over Baltimore. I don't even understand it. I was surprised that you were on the Yankees.
Because the Orioles are like the worst team in baseball against right-handed pitching recently.
Check those pie charts, Pete.
Yeah, you know what? The public's got this one right. Let's see what the poll. Ooh, community's all agreeing with Toast here. Good. Flock over to the Baltimore side. 49% on Baltimore, 38% on the Yankees, 7% under. 4% over. So to the 49% that voted Baltimore, I'm sorry for your L. Let me apologize for your L tonight already. Yanks are taking this one. Let's go on to the next game. Boston at San Francisco. Let's run a poll. Red Sox, Giants, over, under. Poll is running. Cast your votes. Red Sox versus Giants in San Francisco. I mean, my decision was made before I even looked at, obviously, Boston. I don't see how I could go any other way here. I know you got to lay like minus 125 juice or minus. I think I got it at minus 120, but I'll put minus 125 on the screen in case it moved again. I don't really care. I mean, this team's. I think all I wrote in my notes. Let me pull it up to make sure. Pretty sure all I wrote was I'm betting Boston blindly at this point. They're 16-5 in the last 21, and that's it. They are 16-5 in the last 21 games. Those bats are alive, especially against righties. They're top 5 in basically every offensive category against right-handed pitching in the month of July. DeSclafani should get rocked. Do I have full faith in Paxton? Not really, but check this out. I think I put a graphic for this. Here you go. Watch this. I want everyone to take a look at this. These are the game logs of the lefty starters the Giants have seen, the last 3. Andrew Abbott, 8 shutout innings. Mackenzie Gore, 5 shutout innings. Tariq Skubal, 5 shutout innings. That's within the last 9 days alone. The last 3 lefties the Giants have faced all shut them out. So do I love Paxton? Not really, but I think I'll be fine. Boston money line.
Yeah, you can, everything that he just said, you can just copy and paste that over to what I said. This dirty freaking water, baby. Like, I'm going to continue to bet this goddamn team until they won't let me bet him anymore. 7-3 their last 10, 15-5 their last 20. I'm going to continue to drink that dirty water. I do trust James Paxton. He had one bad start in his last 7 starts for me. On the road at Chicago. For me, that's it. Everything else looks completely fine for me. The Giants have been an absolute dog piss mess. 3-7 their last 10, 10-10 their last 20. They're not that same team they were before. Yeah, it's dirty water.
Did you call the Giants a dog piss mess?
Yes.
Let's see what the poll thinks.
They're not even scoring. They're literally not even scoring runs.
No, I know that lineup is bad. And well, first of all, our poll is 77% betting Boston. So we're all on Boston together. We're all in this one as a group. 8% San Francisco, 8% over, 5% under. I don't like how you hate on that one guy that me and Prop Beaver like though. Yaz. That's my guy, Yaz. You know what I'm talking about, Yaz?
Yastrzemski? Mike Yastrzemski? The guy that lives off his fucking grandpa's coattails? Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about. The guy's a clutch hitter. And you hate on him.
I know.
Raise at Astros.
Type in, when you're done with the show, type in Mike Yastrzemski's grandfather into the thing.
There's no chance I'm doing that. All right, Raise at Astros next. Polls up. Cast your votes. You know what? I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I put down Houston money line, but I actually didn't bet it. So I'll put on the screen Houston or pass. 1 second. Astros or pass. It sucks because I want to bet this game should be an awesome game. This whole series should be cool. It's just betting value wise, I don't really see a ton that I'm personally seeing. Last night, the truth is, I watched pretty much that entire game too. And the truth is, if it wasn't for that 3-run home run that Tampa got on an extended inning, by the way, that inning should have been over. And then dude hits a 3-run home run to make it 3-0 Tampa on an inning that should have been over. Other than that, the Rays offense really didn't do shit all game. I mean, the final score was 4-3, and they scored those 3 runs on that one swing in the first inning. I don't believe in this Rays offense right now. Certainly don't believe in them on the road. The only reason that this didn't make the ticket is I am not a fan of Hunter Brown. So that's the only reason. And I won't bet Hunter Brown at minus 130. That's the only reason. But I like the Astros. I would not bet Tampa in this spot.
Yeah, I bet the Astros. If they lose 3 in a row, so be it. Hunter Brown, I will say, I understand Sauce's concerns, especially his last 2 home starts. Got rocked by Seattle, and he got rocked by the Mets. I don't expect that to happen. I expect him to pitch much better. And this Tampa Bay offense hasn't shown me anything to or any reason to think that they will. He did pitch against them earlier in the year, where he went 7 innings and didn't give up a run in Tampa Bay. And we all know how much better they were in the Trop than they were on the road. Again, I don't expect 7 innings shutout baseball from Hunter Brown. I'll definitely take it. And that Bradley kid's not bad, but I think the fact that they've both seen each other, I still like the Astros at home much better as well. I don't know. I feel like this is a spot for the Astros. They don't have a lot of 3-game losing streaks. This is a team that I've trusted for a long time now. So I'll take my chances. All those guys are back in the lineup, getting fresher and fresher as the days go by. So sooner or later, those guys are going to start hitting those bombs. So maybe it's today.
Yeah, I agree with that. And looks like the community, for the most part, agrees with it too. 50% of our viewers on Houston, 30% betting Tampa, 12% over, 6% under. I think the over has won every single poll so far, by the way. I haven't seen one game where the under beat the over in a vote. Let's move on to game number 10. Cubs at Cards. Let's run the poll. Cubs, Cardinals. I passed on this one yesterday. I'm glad I did because I was leaning Cardinals. They lost 3-2, right? That was the final score?
Did you see how they lost?
No, I saw they had a man on third with 2 outs.
And Mike Tauchman robbed a home run to save the game.
Oh my God, I did not know that. That's crazy. I didn't have it on because I didn't bet it. I'm betting this one though. I'm on the Cards. Cards money line.
I was gonna say, I hope you're not betting the Cubs.
Yeah, I'm on the Cardinals here. Everyone's betting the Cubs. Public's heavy on the Cubs here. Look, I know I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you that Adam Wainwright is should deal here or anything like that. But what I'm about to show you kind of points to the Cubs. Because look, they've been getting to righty starters. Well, first, this is the Cardinals numbers. They got to Zach Gallen. They got to Ryan Nelson. Didn't get to Merrill Kelly, though. Didn't get to Tyone in his last start. But that's the thing. They just saw Jameson Tyone 6 days ago. Do you really trust Tyone to come back out there and pitch a great game against this Cardinals lineup again? We've seen how explosive this Cardinals lineup could be. And do I expect Wainwright to pitch a great game? No. But I think the Cards are going to light Tyone up and put a number on the board that the Cubs can't catch up to. So I'll say final score 6-3 Cardinals. Cardinals money line. It's basically a pick 'em.
Yeah, I would bet the Cardinals as well at a pick 'em. I think their team total
Wait,
might
you're
be
saying you would bet or you are betting?
I would. I haven't
So
bet
cards
this
are
game
passed.
yet.
Cards are passed.
Yes. I'm going to end up betting the Cardinals. I just was waiting to see what this line did if I could get them at plus money, but obviously it's not going to get there, which kind of makes me even like the Cardinals even more. I bet on Adam Wainwright the last time he pitched in Arizona. He's as I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's as bad as he's shown. I think that especially with these Cubs guys, that there's got some young guys in the lineup with these throwing that curveball over, he can get over and he can get into some favorable counts that should be all right. So it's not like I feel like the Cubs are just going to like lay down and die or anything like that. I just feel like the Cardinals bats are just as equally as good. They got robbed last night of that game. Sooner or later, the Cubs will lose, and I would rather it be in a position like this where everybody's betting the Cubs. We're getting a questionable line on the Cardinals where you think it would assume it would be plus money and the books aren't giving it to you. So yeah, I'll take my chances in this type of spot.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. And I just feel like the Cardinals are going to put a huge number up on Tyone. Our community is feeling the opposite. Our poll heavy Cubs, 62% on the Cubs, 16% on the Cardinals, 14% over, 6% under. Let's move on to the next game. Brewers at Braves. Let's run a poll.
This is going to be the third time the Cardinals see Tyone too.
Yeah. Brewers, Braves, over, under. Poll is...
And for all you total base people, Arenado, for sure.
What, Arenado you like?
Oh, yeah.
For me, in this one, Brewers are pass. Very simple explanation. I'm not betting the game. But the reason I would lean Milwaukee is Bryce Elder's been exposed. And he's getting rocked. And there's no way he should be a minus 210 favorite or whatever the hell he is. The reason I'm not taking this shot with the Brewers at plus 155 or whatever it's at is I think there's a very good chance the Braves could hit Tehran into another planet. So I'll say Brewers are past just because of the price, but I feel like this game, I think this price should be like Braves minus 155, minus 160. So that's why I would just play the value on Milwaukee, but I'm not doing it. So.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. I bet Milwaukee myself for a half unit at plus 175. Just way too big of a price to pass up with the team that I think has the better bullpen. Starting pitching's at least a wash. Tehran hasn't been bad. Obviously, it's possible that he gets throttled, but at plus 175, I'm going to be all right.
Bryce Elder's been terrible.
Oh, I know, but if I say that, it's just going to be like...
No, I know. You don't want to trigger the chat. Let's see what the poll thinks. Heavy on the Braves. We're a Braves program, I think, now. 53% Atlanta, 26% Milwaukee, 14% over, 6% under on that last one. So, let's move on to Game 12. Oakland at Colorado. I went back and forth on this one. Nope, I ended up giving it all. I passed, but I'll run a poll just in case anyone else is trying to bet this. I was so wrong. I'm glad. Yesterday I was kicking myself for not putting the Rockies money line on the ticket. I was like, damn it, I wish I had the Rockies money line out there. And they go out and lose, so I'm glad I didn't put it on. I don't know if the Rockies can be trusted. I want to bet Colorado again. I'm inclined to bet Colorado again. Flexen making his first start with a team I like, Flexen. I'll say Rockies are pass, but it's a pass.
Yeah, it's a pass for me as well. I really like Chris Flexen. He's done a lot of good things for me. I know that his last inning in Seattle wasn't great, but even in some of those starts, he looked good. I just don't know what to make of him in Coors Field, and I know that that's like a kind of a cop-out, but I swear to God, when I say if he was making this start of almost any other city in America, I'd probably be on them. But the fact that it's in Coors Field, I just don't know what that means for him. I got to see it first, so and I'm definitely not laying juice to see it like that. And Oakland is not a team I really want to get behind. So, yeah, it's just an easy pass for me.
You know what I should have looked at here? Because Flexen pitched in the AL West. He's probably got solid history against Oakland. Wonder if he's dominated them. You know what? We got time. Let's check right now. Where's StatMuse? So we got Chris Flexen, game logs versus Athletics. And
it's all right. He had a whole bunch of starts against them in 2021, it looks like, and then some relief appearances.
Oakland has gotten to him a couple times, but for the most part, he's pitched well against them. All right. Anyway, let's see how the poll did. Poll's leaning Colorado, it looks like.
He was also really good that year, too. So
47% of our viewers betting the Rockies, 31% betting the Athletics, 16% over, 4% under. We are an over program today. Every single over has won the thing, won the poll. Let's move on to the next. Ooh, here we go. Seattle at Arizona, and I am excited for this one.
Go ahead. Type your fucking badass bet up there.
Oh, you mean my winning bet?
Oh my God.
Guys,
go ahead.
When it's Toast's turn to talk, he's going to feed you a load of bullshit. And just remember one thing. The Mariners...
Who's always been there for you? Me.
There are times that some teams will fuck you here and there. The Mariners will always fuck you. Just remember that. And that's what's going to happen in this game. The Mariners are going to find a way to lose it. We're talking about the Arizona Diamondbacks, a team desperate for wins at home in the desert. Brian Woo's been exposed. Dude is getting rocked. And Toast hates that because he loves Brian Woo for some reason. Dude is getting rocked right now. Brian Woo has an ERA over 10 in his last 2 starts. He's pitching against I'm going right now. He's pitching against an Arizona lineup that's got 5 lefties in it. They're gonna rock Brian Woo. I know a lot of people don't like Brandon Pfaadt, but you know what? Returned to the rotation, looked good in his last start. I know you gave up 4 runs in 6 innings, but you only allowed 4 hits and 0 walks. That's a good start. That's an 0.66 whip. He's fine. I like Brandon Pfaadt. They like him a lot. That's why they keep giving him more chances. We know the Mariners lineup is streaky as hell. It's a bum-ass, trash lineup. Brandon Pfaadt's going to deal. Does Seattle have the bullpen edge? Of course they do. A big one. But trust me, Seattle is going to find a way to fuck this one up, and I'm going to enjoy the shit out of it.
Good? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
I just didn't want to interrupt you. Seattle money line minus 125. Seattle first 5 run line at plus 105. Yeah, I'm going to continue to bet this Seattle team until they give me a reason not to.
They've given you plenty of reasons not to.
Okay, so I haven't been betting them every day. I've been betting them over the last week and a half or so, and it's been a fucking money train for me, so I'm not going to really worry about it. Yeah, Brian Woo has been hit up his last 2 starts. Those starts were at home. Against Toronto and Minnesota. Minnesota at the time was, I think, number 1 or something like that in WRC plus and all those major categories versus right-handed pitching at the time. Arizona is not. Just want to make that clear. Especially at home, this team hits way better on the road. Talking about the Snakes. And then Toronto got him for 4 runs. But besides that, on the road in Houston, on the road in San Francisco, when San Francisco was playing well, at home against the Nationals, on the road against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, and then at home against the White Sox, Brian Woo has given me no reason to think that I can't trust him here. Brandon Pfaadt, I mean, let's just take a look at his last 2 home starts. Tampa Bay and Boston, 6 runs, 5 runs before that. San Francisco, 1 run before that. Miami, another 6 runs.
You're talking about the old Pfaadt. You're talking about old
That's
FOT.
fine, but
This is new FOT.
This new FOT I'm seeing getting lit up as well. So
No, he's not. He's fine.
The new one. I'll take the new guy. I'll take the bad guy. Whichever one you want to give me, I'll take him. As long as Brandon FOT gets on that mound tonight, I'm gonna be all right.
Whoa, hold on. I need to correct. Saying Kyle's so mad the Mariners lost. I had the Mariners as one of my top bets last night. I was on Seattle.
I was big on the Mariners.
Yeah, whoa. They're going to lose tonight, and I will laugh again. No, last night I was on Seattle, but I was forced. My hand was forced. It was a perfect spot.
He had to bet that game.
Hold on.
That's why it made it so funny.
You want to sum up Toast Bet right here? Look at the screen. Just siding with the entire world. Everyone's on Seattle.
I sent this bet out last night, and don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that, boys and girls. And it really it's not going to matter.
Let's see what the community thinks. Heavy on Seattle. Heavy on Seattle. Why isn't it loading? Sorry about that. Come on. There we go. 60% of our viewers betting Seattle. 60. 24% betting Arizona. And what do you know? Over wins again. 11% over, 3% under. Do we have anybody in that watches this show that bets unders? I don't think there's a single person out there. That being said, I don't have a single under on my ticket either, so maybe I shouldn't criticize. I have no unders on. No, I don't even think I have a total today.
Nor do I.
Next game, Texas at San Diego. Let's put out the poll. Rangers, Padres, over, under. Cast your votes. All right, Rangers at Padres. For me, this is just. Do you want to go first on this one?
It don't matter. You already know what I'm picking.
Mine's Texas or pass, but it's a pass. It's at this price, I feel like I am inclined to bet Texas, but without Jonah Heim and without Corey Seager, I completely understand why the Padres are favored at this number. And the thing is, Yu Darvish is getting lit up. I mean, look at Yu Darvish's last 3 home starts. Toast, look at this. You're gonna like it.
I watch every single pitch. I don't need to look at your graphic.
No. Look at this graphic. It's cool. So his last 3 home starts.
My wife is literally laughing at me right now.
Last 3 home starts, he's got an ERA over 10, 209 WHIP. Toast, what that means is he's averaging over 2 base runners an inning. 963 FIP. That's Yu Darvish at home where he's supposed to be good. I don't trust him. And the Padres lineup we know is super streaky. Do I trust Martin Perez to go into San Diego and pitch great? No. But at plus 165, I would say give me Texas or pass, but I'm not betting it. So
I'm not beating down the tables. I did play Padres minus 1.5 at plus 115 for small. I think just like Seattle, I think that they're one of those teams that's probably going to go on a roll. It was a huge night for them last night to get that huge win. Darvish at home I think he's been pretty damn good. I understand it's been bad the last couple of times, but overall, that's a spot that you can trust Yu Darvish to pitch.
I agree with that.
Texas really isn't the same without all those guys in the lineup. I'm just
wait. When you say all those guys, it's just Heim and Seager, right? Or am I missing one?
Heim and Seager. Adolis Garcia is back from an injury, but is he really back? I understand that he's done well, but it's just one of those things where now you have a guy like in Yu Darvish that's going to throw 6 different pitches up there. I'll take my chances with the Padres bullpen that is fully rested and ready to go as well. So
he's going to throw 6 different pitches that get hit into the bleachers.
It could be happening. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like pounding my chest.
Yeah,
I did bet this game because I do think the Padres in Seattle are going to go on a little bit of a run.
Chad is on my side. 43% betting the Rangers, 30% betting the Padres. What do you know?
They were last
16. Yeah, true. 16% betting the over, 9% under. Another over victory for this chat. Let's go to the last game, and that is. Sorry about that.
I do think that if the Padres do win tonight, I would immediately bet the Rangers for Sunday, like immediately.
Well, how long are those guys out for? Seager and Jonah Heim. No, Jonah Heim was 10-day DL, I think.
Yeah, and Seager's probably going to be out at least another week or so. I mean, I don't know exactly.
None are serious. Neither are serious, though, right?
I don't think they're super serious, but they're not going to be back in the next couple days.
Right. So let's go on to the final game of the day, and obviously the under isn't going to win this one. It's Dodgers Reds with Luke Weaver against Emmett Sheehan. Not a single person's going to. Yo, there's actually someone out there that voted for the under. God bless you.
It was a mistake. He just accidentally clicked it early.
Clicked the wrong thing. So yeah, for me, I'm playing Cincy. It's just a half unit. It's at plus 175. Come on. Are the Dodgers going to rock Luke Weaver? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not. I don't have any faith in Luke Weaver to go into Dodger Stadium and pitch well. But do you trust Emmett Sheehan right now? This dude's getting clobbered, and I mean clobbered. Emmett Sheehan, hold on. Let me go down to my notes here. Emmett Sheehan's been awful in July. He's got an ERA over 12. So, yeah, you can say what you want about Luke Weaver, but you can make a serious case that the Reds are going to hang an 8-piece on Emmett Sheehan. Look, I'm not going to be like, the Reds are going to win this game. I'm just saying at plus 175, it's a valuable bet. So I'll take it. Go back-to-back, take the first two in this series.
I'm not there yet. I actually played. I know I didn't say the Reds on the show yesterday, but I ended up sending it out to some people. I didn't end up playing the Reds yesterday. Not going to dip my toe in the water, but I do got a player prop for you. If you can figure it out.
Mookie
I'm sure you
Betts,
can
3+ total bases.
No.
That's your shit.
No, my shit is Jake Fraley over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs against a right-handed pitcher. I do like Fraley. I like Mookie a lot against lefties way more than righties, personally. I will say that Mookie missed his 3+ bases by like 2 feet last night in the bottom of the 8th. But it worked out. So, but yeah, Jake Fraley, it's a prop game for me. I'm going to play a couple different guys in this one, but Fraley's my favorite one.
Yeah, I might have to play that Fraley shit too. It never fails.
If you play it and it loses, I will never come on this show again.
Shut the hell up, yo. I see. That's superstition is a quality of the week. I'm not superstitious. There's no such thing as a jinx.
I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious.
What's that from again?
I can't remember.
Oh, The Office. The Office.
Yeah.
I'm a little stitious. Community.
I thought that was a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, let's run the graphic.
Hey, come on, it's the community parlay. What's the matter for you?
All right, community parlay. Can we get a win, please? What held us back last night? Oh, the Dodgers lost, but we also lost a different leg of it, and I can't remember which one. Well, let's get to voting. What the hell is playing in my ear? I hear something playing in my ear. RotoWire's got ads running on their thing now. All right, so let's get the first leg going. Oh, by the way, our poll in the last one was 42% Dodgers, 27% over. Holy shit. 27% over and 27% Reds as well. So let's go with Angels won that poll. Tigers or Marlins? I think it was Marlins. Phillies, definitely. And Guardians, definitely. Let's go. Let's get the first leg out there. Community, let's pull together. We really could use a dub. The community parlay hitting, it lifts all of our spirits, and we could use it today. Looks like Angels are going to take this. Wow, we got a dog to start this one out. 5, 4. Yeah, the Angels have it by a good margin. So, first leg, the Angels money line. Second leg coming. Let's see. So where do I leave off? Guardians. Okay, so Twins, definitely. Nationals, Mets. They voted Mets. Yankees, Orioles. I think they voted Orioles in that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Red Sox, Giants, definitely Red Sox. Red Sox, like 77% of the people voted Red Sox. If the Red Sox win, have we ever started the community parlay off with back-to-back dogs?
Red Sox aren't dogs.
Oh, no, they were like yesterday. They're not.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Red Sox by a mile. Yeah, don't even have to keep this one going. Red Sox destroyed. So Boston, second leg. Third leg coming. All right, so I left off right there. So we got Rays, Astros. They voted Houston. Whoops, Houston. Cubs, Cardinals. They voted Cubs. Brewers, Braves. They voted Braves. And Oakland, they voted Rockies. All right, third leg of the parlay. Cast your votes. Community of bums. Let's go.
That's not nice.
I mean, I think he was concluding himself in with it. All right, let's go. Wow, this is a closer one between Braves and Houston, it looks like. 5, 4, 3, 2. And it is the Braves. Braves money line, final leg coming. We have Mariners, Diamondbacks. They voted Mariners. Rangers, Padres. They voted Rangers. Rangers won that poll.
We only have 3 so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Angels, Red Sox, Braves.
And our highest vote getter in second place was the Marlins. So I'm adding the Marlins to top it off. So there we go. Final leg. Come on, pick us a winner here. It's Angels, Red Sox, Braves so far. Someone just said parlay just died when they added the Braves.
I agree.
This one looks like it's going to be Dodgers. Oh, no, here come the Mariners. Oh, well, the Mariners will kill this parlay if they win because
Actually, it wouldn't surprise me, like, for the Braves just to kill those Brewers teams and then be like, oh, look, they're a playoff team. We're good.
Get the hype back. 5, 4, 3, 2. 32% Dodgers. Dodgers win.
Doyas brings it up to 703.
703. So the community parlay today: Angels money line, Red Sox money line, Braves money line, Dodgers money line plus 703. You know what? I'm gonna bet because I haven't been tailing, so I'm gonna tail this one and tweet it out. Maybe that'll change the vibes a little because I don't, as you all know, I don't bet parlays very rarely. So maybe me getting involved will give it a jump start. Everyone be safe tonight. If you're drinking, don't drive, all that. I'll be heading over to my brother's, but I'll be on Twitter and shit. I'll be active in the chat. So if you need me, you'll be able to get a hold of me. Everyone, enjoy your day. I'm going to try to come live tomorrow at 11 a.m., but my brother, he goes pretty hard. So when I hang out with him, I usually get pretty blasted. So we'll see. I'm going to try to get live at 11 a.m. If I don't, everything will be posted on KyleKirms.com as usual. So everyone, enjoy your Saturday. Talk to you soon.